I'm going to show you where kidney 1 is. I'm just going to show you the slide quickly just to show you. Okay, so basically what you do is you take your foot and you take a midline right down the middle of the foot and you divide it up into thirds. Okay, so if I show you on my foot, okay, what it is you take the midline here, divide it into thirds, and so you go 1/3, so that's 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, and it'll be right there. Okay, that's your kidney 1 point. So let's give that a really good workout and let's check out what happens when we stand up again after having worked it. Now you can sit down on a chair if it's convenient for you. And what we're going to do is we're going to open up kidney 1 here by pressing in and opening up the foot, look like this. Relaxing the whole foot. We're going to do some general self-shiatsu on the feet, just because the feet are the most yin structure of the body, because they're the lowest and they're connected to the earth. So if you find yourself getting really stressed out in the next week and everything's getting too much for you, maybe you're getting a headache, maybe you're feeling a bit dizzy, maybe you're just feeling a bit anxious, anything in the upper part of the body, this point is a magic point for helping with that. So you could just take 5 minutes out of your day, give yourself some time, give yourself some space, spend 5 minutes massaging your feet like this, using self-shiatsu and focusing in on kidney 1. And I guarantee that you're going to feel a lot calmer just after 5 minutes. Okay, it's a really useful resource to have, especially in these times of stress. There's so much stress about. Okay. Okay, so let's really pressing in. I'm just pressing in with 1 point right in it, and I'm just putting 2 fingers over. I'm just going straight in there. Okay, now if you want to use your imagination, you can imagine a line from the center here, right in here, all the way up the leg and into the lower burner. Okay, and the kidney channel runs from here up the inside of the leg. Next week, we're going to be doing kidney 3, which is the next exciting point on the kidney meridian. Okay, now what I sometimes do is just do a bit of tapping of the foot onto the mat or the floor. Wiggle your feet and toes about a bit, and then it's time to do the other foot. Yeah, so we're going to go the same thing again, placing our fingertips right in the center of the palm, center of the foot. Remember, take the midline, divide it into 3, and that's where kidney 1 is, just in there. I'm using all my fingers at the moment to open the whole area up. You see that? And I'm squeezing the foot out like this. Okay, and you want to be more precise. You can place your 2 fingers right over it and just press in, and then relax and imagine that connection all the way up the leg and into the lower burner. That gives you a very specific feeling of the acupoint, kidney 1. It's called gushing spring or bubbling spring, you might have heard. And you might think, well, wait a minute, doesn't it have a downward action? Well, it does have a downward action on the yang. And the reason it has a downward action on the yang is because it basically tonifies the yin. So that gushing spring, what's gushing up here is yin. It's cooling yin energy coming up from the earth, giving us a feeling of stability, connectedness with the earth, and a general feeling of ease, basically, especially in the upper body. And boy, we need that right now, right? Okay, so here we go, tapping. And just to finish off, let's do some do-in. So do-in is when we use relaxed fist or side of the hand. Let's just use the fist and just tap away right onto kidney 1 here. Excellent. Okay, and then the other foot. Let's go back this way. There we go. Right onto kidney 1 there. Okay, now the next thing, just pop my socks back on, is we'll find out and see what effects that's had. We just spent 5 minutes there working on kidney 1. So let's see what effect that's had. So we're going to just come back into the standing again. Okay, wow, can you feel that? The whole sole of the foot is open, but more importantly, just feel that connection down into the earth. It's so much more relaxed, isn't it? And don't you feel so much more connected to the earth? So thinking downwards is one thing, but now think upwards to the upper part of your body, and you notice that if you connect that through into that feeling of the earth, everything just gets so much more manageable and so much calmer in the upper body. And that's the secret of kidney 1 point of the week. It's the most tonifying yin point of the body.